All right, what's up, guys? Good morning, good morning. Let's remove our executions here. As always, we're going to start with a top-down analysis. Let's take a look at the rest of the market quick just to see what's going on. So we got SOXL as a top performer, up 7%. I think this is going to go up and rebalance this monthly fair value gap here. Super important level, and we're actually very close to it. So if you want to take some short-dated calls, I would not be surprised if this works really well. So the fair value gap imbalance starts at $23.73. So my guess is that SOXL is going to trade up into there. I might be taking some short dated calls for this, maybe selling some puts. We'll see on that. Coin also performing really well, pushing past all of its standard deviations. It just hit that 4 standard deviation. We have the 4.5 and the 5 above. So we'll see what happens with that. Wow, AMD up 5% on the day. This is massive. Trading up into this volume imbalance. I think this is going to continue higher. I think this is the start of a buy program now with AMD. So what I'm going to be looking for here is some retracements, and then I'll be looking to go long on this. My next target on AMD is going to be this internal high here in white. So that's going to be really nice. Hold on 1 second, guys. Okay, so that's AMD. Riot pushing up as well. I think Riot, again, is going to come up and sweep all of this low resistance liquidity. I think we have a huge move up on Riot coming up into this monthly fair value gap. Amazon with another push. We're up now almost, I think almost 50% on these sold puts that we bought yesterday. I'm going to alert this in the Discord, but I'm going to keep these. If we can get to 50% profit on these puts that we sold on Amazon, then I'm going to close out the position for that 50%. But until then, I'm not going to be touching it. And yeah, worst performers are probably the VIX because we're dumping today, or we're pushing, so it should be dumping. 8%. Gold, Oatly, Ulta Beauty, XOXM, Oxy, Lockheed Martin. Another one I'm paying attention to is Lockheed Martin. If we can come down and sweep either of these two sets of sell side on the high time frame, so in this case on the weekly, if we can come down and sweep these, this is going to be something I'm adding for the long term. But I'll pay a lot of attention to those, so we'll see what happens with them. And now I guess we'll start with NQ. So obviously on the daily chart, we've swept 2 major highs here. So my thought process is that this is actually going to end up rejecting today. So we'll see what happens with that. But we're going to look for some potential reversal plays. On the 4-hour chart, I mean, we swept this internal high. This could continue to go higher, but I'd rather see a reversal if we can get one. Hourly chart, we pushed above an internal high, and now we're creating a potential inversion here. If this can close below, then I think we're going to trade back down into this hourly fair value gap. We'll see if we can get that. And yeah, so that's what I'm paying attention to. We have our London highs above here. So if we are able to sweep London highs and get a manipulation leg, that'll be really nice too. We will see what we get. But for now, we're just going to sit and pay attention. I don't know what's going to happen from here. We do have this inversion. I don't even know if it's on the 1 minute. Not even on the 2 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute. Yeah, this chart just looks really ugly to me. Pretty darn ugly. I will not lie. We're in a macro time, but obviously nothing's happening. We're kind of consolidating. This is that daily high that we swept. So we could get reversals from here. I want to see what happens when we trade up into this 1 minute gap right here. That's going to be important to see. So I'll be patient and wait to see what happens with that. And yeah, we'll go from there. If this inverses, though, we could easily get a little short scalp to continue up here. So I'll pay attention to that as well. We'll wait and see. But yeah, what I'm interested in is how the market behaves in this fair value gap. We also have Powell speaking in 2 minutes, I'm pretty sure. So keep that in mind, guys. In fact, let me double check real quick. Powell, today is the 24th. Yeah, he starts speaking at 10 o'clock. So he's actually already started. I thought it was at 10:10 for some reason, but it's not. So we don't have any inversion fair value gaps here, but I still would love to see this 1 minute gap tested before we go lower, if we're going to. So that's my objective here, I think. But yeah, very, very choppy price action. I still would like to see pullbacks today, but again, I need to see what happens in this fair value gap. Maybe we come up and close above it, fake down move, and then we go down later. So like an inverse above this 1 minute, and then another inversion downwards. But Powell is Powell is speaking today. He's testifying, so I would highly suggest you size down or trade with just a funded or an eval. Don't go crazy with your cash accounts. I don't think that's smart. So a trade into this bearish 1 minute fair value gap and a rejection. I wonder if this holds, but this is definitely not price action you want to be trading. Look at this. There's all of these are wicks. There's barely any fair value gaps. Not good price action at all. Not at all. Let's see how ES is looking. ES in the exact same boat. We've swept daily highs. Now I expect reversals here, but I wouldn't be surprised if they bring the market up higher first, try and stop people out, and then we get a move later. It's going to be very difficult to trade this. This is a 1 minute inversion play, by the way, if you guys want to take. I wouldn't suggest it, but this could be your take profit right here. Okay, so rejection from this 1 minute gap. Let's see if we can push above it, create an order block, and then tap into this fair value gap here. Again, not an A+ setup. Not really any major liquidity sweeps, even on ES. ES actually did take some liquidity. So technically there's a 1 minute SMT, but not great. But this should, in theory, come up and tap into this imbalance right here on the 1 minute. Let's see if it happens. Okay, so decent push, but again, I'd like to see it tap into this 1 minute imbalance. What's up, Mitra? Good morning, bro. Mitra, did you take any trades today? Just took your inversion trade? All right, well, we didn't get it. This is technically the entry right here. So there's technically not a, there wasn't an entry, but I'm glad that you front ran it. But make sure your stop is at break even. Don't let the trade go negative here because Powell's speaking and there can be a lot of erratic price action. Would not suggest you guys be part of this right now. Even though it will probably work, it's just not smart, in my opinion. Okay, there's a tap into the 1 minute. Powell has been speaking since 10. So again, this is where you should be taking profits, Mitra, or at least partialing. We're in this imbalance now. So you can hold this if you want to back up to highs, but I would honestly suggest partialing here, and then you can hold runners up to who knows where. But this is pretty much the only thing we have to work with. Apart from London, which, I don't know if that's going to hit. We'll see. This is just not good structure for me to be taking sizable trades, if anything. No, like this random drop that we just saw was probably Powell saying something. Obviously, it could be algorithmic too, which I think it is. But yeah, I would be super careful here. I think, gun to my head, this is going to be a bearish fair value gap that we use to reject and go lower. But there's no way I'm shorting this. Not now. Not with Powell. And again, I need to see inversion plays. The thing is, here's the issue that I have today. We have Powell speaking. We came very close to a daily internal high. We swept 2 major daily highs, which tells me we are likely to have a liquidity run down. But a lot of the times what they'll do is they'll make it very difficult to actually get the entry. They'll bring it back up to these daily levels a lot. They'll consolidate the market, and then sometimes they do it in the morning session, but a lot of the times they'll do it in the afternoon session, where they'll just consolidate the market, and then we'll get a manipulation leg around like the 13:30 or 13:10 time, and then we'll get a distribution in the afternoon session, and everybody trying to short after a liquidity sweep on the daily gets wrecked. There are low risk trades you can try here. So for example, this is a trade into a bearish fair value gap with an inversion after a liquidity sweep. So if this closes below on the 1 minute chart, then this is theoretically an entry to go short, and you can start targeting lows below you. You can target midnight opening price. But this is just such tough PA. I already know that they're likely to consolidate the market, especially with Trump talking. So, yeah. Okay, I want to look at the rest of the market real quick. Wow, AMD's up 6%, guys. Incredible. So I think 144 is next for AMD. I don't know when it's going to happen. Oh, definitely, Mitra. We will go to all-time highs on the NASDAQ. It's just a matter of when. Today, probably not. But that's a huge amount of points from here. Well, it's not huge, but it's 100-something points. It's possible, but I'm not going to say for sure that that's going to happen. Wow, ASML's pushing too. ASML's almost at 800. And my first target on ASML's 811. So I will probably be partialing or selling some covered calls. This is a very expensive stock to sell covered calls on. Obviously, it's $811 per share. So that's beautiful. Amazon, we are up almost 50% on this position that we opened yesterday in the community. We sold puts on Amazon when we were trading down at 209 or 208. We're now up almost 50%. When we tap into this fair value gap, I will be closing that position. I'll buy it back. It's either going to be for 100% profits or probably 80 or 90. We'll see. Wow, ASML finally hit 800. Let's go. So next on ASML is 811. Not financial advice, but I think this is for sure going to... We might get retracements beforehand, but we're going to fill this weekly fair value gap. It's almost with 100% certainty. And then from there, we'll probably go ahead and hit this high here at 874. But that's going to be pretty beautiful to watch. Let's see how my positions are looking here. Beautiful. ASML is a chip lithography company. They run, it's like pretty much a monopoly in lithography. If you look on a chip of any sort, you'll see these like squiggles and lines on the chip. I think it's for, I don't know, electricity, electrodes, I don't know, electron transfer. I don't know what it's for, to be honest, but they do lithography, and they're one of the few companies that does it at scale, and very few companies can do it like them. They're worth a lot of money. I think their financials are like 200 something billion. Let's check. 290 billion right now. But you can see engages in development, production, marketing, sales, upgrading and servicing of advanced semiconductor equipment systems, lithography, metrology, and inspection systems. But they're an incredible company. If you look at them in the long term, they just go up and up and up and up. So you're basically just buying them on discount here. You can hold this all the way up to all-time highs, which I will be doing. But I may partial along the way. We'll have to decide that later. But at right now, the target is 811, so that's going to be a good one. Okay, rejecting from this 1 minute gap. There is a 1 minute inversion play you can try here, guys, if you want. You have to wait for the close, obviously, but this could end up being a nice rejection. Is there an SMT with ES? Nope. Both are making lower highs. Wow, Tesla selling off today, interestingly. I mean, we did have a almost 10% day yesterday, so I'm not surprised. But you can see Tesla is down 1.6%. But I think, and again, I've said this before, I'm not scared of any down moves here. I think we're going back up to this internal high, and we're going to fill this monthly gap at 373.04. So you can see the imbalance here on the monthly. So I'd like to see this be used as a move higher to drive us up there. So any opportunity you get to sell puts here, I would suggest doing it if you have the money to do it. One thing I will note as well, guys, London session was very large here. Let me demagnetize this so we can look. We had a 160 point move in the London session. So I would not be surprised again if today's session is not great. We're consolidating here. Yes, we did sweep 2 major daily buy sides, but they're probably going to make this difficult and not just clean to deliver to the downside. We'll see, but I would doubt it. But yeah, the reason that I'm more inclined for downside over the next few days and weeks is because we just swept these 2 daily highs. If we end up going to all-time highs, excellent. But sometimes what they'll do is they'll bring the market super close to it, then they'll reject it. We'll end up filling some imbalances below us and then take it up later. So be super careful if you're looking for longs here. And also on Tesla, this is actually not a terrible play if you guys want to try some calls. We're trading into this bullish fair value gap here on the hourly chart. If we end up getting a bullish reaction from here, excuse me, you can try some weekly calls, maybe even a monthly call. Excuse me. And you can hold it until we target this 373 level. But you want to see this hourly hold. If this fails, then I would probably be out, personally. Okay, so failure below the inversion here. This could be a short setup play if you want. I wouldn't suggest taking it. We've had a major consolidation here, but this could easily end up dumping towards all these lows. Again, I'm being super cautious on what I take today, and right now I'm not seeing anything that I love. I considered taking this 1 minute inversion here, but I decided not to, even though we did tag into this imbalance. You want to see this. If you're going to take this short, you need to see it close below the 1 minute fair value gap. If it does not close below, you do not take it. People messaging me on Discord. Yo, Andric, I saw your DM. I will answer that question for you in just a little bit. Let's just wait until I'm done trading. Still no SMT with ES. You can see ES traded into its 1 minute fair value gap here and is rejecting. And same thing with NQ. We traded into this 1 minute gap and are rejecting. But very bad price action today. At least in the AM session. Could the PM session be better? Yes. But we'll have to wait and see. Remember what I told you in the beginning of the stream. What's likely to happen today, if there's going to be a down move, we're going to get chop in the AM session, maybe a manipulation towards lunch or the beginning of the afternoon session, and then, so like, it'll look like this. Something like this. Consolidation in the AM session, potential manipulation somewhere here, and then you get your distribution down. If it's going to happen today, that's my guess. But yeah, this is chop, chop, chop. And we did close below here on the 1 minute, by the way. So if you want to take this short, you can. I am not taking this. I'm not a huge fan. But this is really, really tough to be trading. Has anyone taken a trade today apart from Itra? I don't know who else is watching this, but also make sure you guys like the stream if you're in here. I don't know if you're here on X or YouTube or what, but So a failure of this 1 minute inversion. If you took this short, you should be out of this trade. The way that my trade model works, if you get a fair value gap that you inverse and we close below it, that's your entry. If you close back above it, that's a stop out on the position. Because if we close back above, what's likely to happen is we're going to come back and trade up to this high and this high and stop you out if you went short. Chop, chop, chop. Failed inversion. Like I said, where are we likely to go now? Probably up to this high and this high. We do also have a Fibonacci level at 22,342.75 up here. Could we get here? Sure. I'll label it just so we have it on the chart. Label it in black. So it's possible that the market pushes up to this level right here today. But again, don't be dumb. It's Powell. Powell is speaking right now. The market can easily chop. In theory, if this inverses up, we're going to trade up here. But I would not be surprised if it fails. So learn when to trade and when not to trade. We had a 164-point move in the London session, and Powell is testifying after sweeping all-time highs. Not all-time highs, daily highs that are very close to all-time highs. So do not be surprised if price action is shit. And you can see here already, look at this session already. It's terrible. Why do you think we're going to get continuation? We're probably not. So if you're taking this, it should be very small size. Wait for the close above. Stop loss is a 1 minute close back below. ASML just keeps on pushing. Look at this. So I told you guys already, 811 is the next target on ASML, and I think this is going to hit very soon. Here is a place where you can sell covered calls against your position if you have a position large enough to do so, or trim profits. But I think ASML will head back to all-time highs, and that is all the way up in the thousands. So, all right. So a closure above looks like a potential fail. We'll see how this candle ends up closing. But do not be surprised, guys, if you just get chop in this session. Can you make a video on how you trade options? I have made a playlist on selling options. If you want to take calls on ASML, I mean, we can look at it right now. I don't want to put it on the screen because I don't have my Thinkorswim open and I don't know what data is going to be shown on it, so I'd rather not put that up live. But if you go to ASML and go to your option chain, and you can look at my Thinkorswim playlist for selling options. It'll show you how to access the option chain on Thinkorswim. But for example, if you go a month out on ASML and you buy the, I don't know, 800 calls that are in the money right now, that's pretty expensive. Not terribly expensive, but it's about $3,800. You can buy the 795. Wait, what? The spread is really nasty on ASML. So I don't know if it's the best thing to actually sell options on it or to buy options on it. Let's look. 38 days out, so expiring August 1st. What is this spread? Yeah, I would not suggest it, guys. ASML, I don't think there's enough liquidity to buy calls and puts on it, because if you look at the spreads between them, they're terrible. So and basically what that means is the difference between the bid and the ask is huge. So let's say you get filled on an order, there's a potential that you're going to be down like 30 or 40% or possibly even more right as you buy it. And so you have that going against you and time decay. I don't know if I would suggest it, to be honest. I would sell, if you sell puts on it, you could, but if you sell puts, you need $80,000 in your account. So maybe not on ASML. Amazon, though, is a different story. Amazon's another one I think will have a good opportunity for upside move here. We have a weekly fair value gap. Right here, you can see it. It's an imbalance in the market. So I think that Amazon is heading at minimum to 219.97. If we look at Amazon's option chain, so let me just show you guys what the fair value gap looks like. It's right here. So either one of two things is going to happen. We're just going to continue up here, or we're going to come down and fill some of this gap and then get the long. If this happens, you get an even better risk to reward. You can buy shares or you can do options. But if we go to Amazon, obviously Amazon has a lot more liquidity. So you'll get much better spreads, almost perfect spreads on Amazon. But if we buy the July 25th calls for, let's just say, we can buy the 200 calls for $1,500. And if we end up pushing up here to 220, you can probably make a decent amount, maybe 50%, 70%. Just depends on how quickly the move happens. But yeah, that spread sucks. So ASML I would not suggest buying naked calls on. Amazon, there's a lot more liquidity, so this is something you can buy. And you take your profits, set yourself an alert when Amazon hits 219, or if you want, you can just buy shares and sell your shares the moment we touch into this weekly imbalance. Okay, so another failure, guys. See why I don't take trades on a day like today? We closed above this internal high, inverse the fair value gap, and you would have gotten stopped out. So that's two failed inversions on a day like today in this disgusting chop. So I hope you guys are learning from this, because you need to know when is a bad time to trade and when is a good time to trade. And after a huge London move and Powell testifying, you can definitely expect that price action is going to be poor, which is exactly what we're seeing. Powell says 2 minutes ago, a significant majority of Fed speakers, I think he meant to say, significant majority of Fed thinks it's appropriate to reduce rates in 2025. Finally, he's using rhetoric that's actually dovish. He should have been doing that all along, in my opinion. And yeah, when we start cutting rates, that should be bullish. Oh, Michael. So what do you think about the robotaxi? I think it was beautiful. Michael, I'm not going to tell them who you are so that we can protect our privacy, but Michael is a very good friend of mine. I wish I could show you guys some videos of the robotaxi, but for those of you guys who haven't seen it, it is insane what they were doing in Austin. All right, so here's another inversion push here, and we should end up tapping into this 22, 340, 275 level. That's where I think the market's going to go next, but again, not a good day to be trading, in my opinion. For the 10 people that are watching, I don't know how many on X, how many on YouTube. This is a Fibonacci level that I think we're very likely to tap. But again, because Powell is speaking, this is very dangerous. I wouldn't suggest doing this with size. We inversed this, failed it. Now we're closing back above it, this is the next area I think the market's going to go. But we'll see what happens. And then once we tap into this, I have no idea where we're going to go from here. If we get another inversion to the downside, this is maybe something you can take, but I'm not a huge fan of this price action today. And just wait for it. Wait for a tap into it. And then, honestly, if you're in longs from here, I would be out of the market here. $22,342.75 on your NQ charts. This would be the final push. And from here, I think we'll probably end up getting a rejection. But... oh, Daniel too. Thank you, sir. Daniel, enjoy your flight. Everything's okay with the flight, Daniel? Guys, make sure you like the stream if you're watching it. It helps the algorithms. Did you hear what Trump said today on X? I'm not going to use the words because I don't want the stream to get demonetized or banned or whatever. All right, so wait for this to tap in. But he said Israel and Iran are have no idea what the F they're doing. I don't know if anyone heard that, but he got pissed that they didn't continue, that both of them started firing the R words to each other again after the ceasefire. Wow, something's in my throat. So I want to see one more tap up here into this Fibonacci at 22,342.75. Once we get this, I would be all out of the market. And almost there. Okay, so a tap into this bullish 1 minute. I'd need to see a reaction from this. If we start closing back below these, not a good sign at all. So you really want to see the market react, again, from a bullish fair value gap. So right now, this is the most recent 1 minute fair value gap in the leg. So this is where you want to see the market push. Okay, almost there. Let's see if we get it. Okay, so you really want to see the market react from here, guys. If it doesn't, you're... I would definitely be out of this position if this doesn't react bullishly. Okay, this is where you want to see it right now. You want to see a pump above. Beautiful. Almost there. We also just formed... Oh, no, not quite. Almost perfect equal highs, but not quite there. Uh-oh. Okay, you definitely want to be out of the market here, guys. Yeah, so no perfect equal highs here, so I'm still not convinced that this is going to continue. Yeah, this does not look good. So, if we close below this 1 minute gap, the stop loss is a little bit big, I'm not going to lie, but this could easily be the inversion that we're looking for to go lower. But it's, again, just chop, 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 so... So if you are in this long, you're basically praying now that this set of bullish fair value gaps are going to hold. As long as these hold, you can stay in the position if you want to. Again, I'm not in anything here. This is not a good spot to be trading. But if we close below this, I would not be surprised, again, if that drives us to this low, and this low. Everyone who's short the market or who's long the market in this leg of price has their stop losses here, here, and here. Okay, so it's still holding. This should end up being what delivers us up here. If it doesn't deliver now, just know price action is going to be really bad. Such bad price action and really boring too. Bro, I need to get some water or something. Okay, so potential closure below on the 1 minute here. If this closes below, this is also a potential short. I wouldn't take this. I think it's probably, if it closes below, it's probably going to fake us out and go back up here. I don't know. This is really bad price action. Just letting you know. Do not be a part of this, guys. Trust me, it'll be much better for your mental health. I'm literally just here to keep you entertained. That's it. Do not get stuck in this, please. And a big dump there. No one's going to get an entry for here. If it closes below, it's probably just going to dump. Who knows, guys? Trust me, don't be a part of this. Get up and dance around the cameras. Mitra, I need to see you dance, bro. I'll dance if I see you dance. Send us a video of you dancing. I don't know if you can do that in the chat, but if you can do that, that'll help us a lot. I got fat last year. What's a percolator? Oh. Oh boy. That's exciting. I want to see it. Okay, so a closure below, and then again, I said we're probably going to end up closing back above and sweeping up the Fibonacci here. This is just such bad PA, guys. Not something you want to be a part of. I don't know how many times I can explain it, but yeah, it's really bad. And Almost there. Didn't quite hit the Fibonacci, but close. And there it is. All right. So that is all I would do today, guys. Do not touch the market anymore. I promise you, you'll be better off if you just leave it alone. We could go up to this internal high and then this high today. I doubt it, but we'll see. But obviously this was a manipulation move. They tried to stop people out before making the real move. And yeah, so. Yeah, really the next stop here is just all-time highs. So if we end up getting a big move today, awesome. But we will see. We will see. Are you still in a long, Mitra, or no? $0.30. Let's go. That is hype. I'm proud of you, bro. So proud. Let's see it, Mitra, please, bro. I mean, go onto your YouTube account and start a live stream. I'll stop the live stream right now just to go watch you. Okay, so reaction out of this bullish 1 minute gap. If this ends up being what drives us higher, awesome. But again, nothing was A plus here today. Do you ever use bars to trade instead of candles? No. Bars are something that people used to use in like the 70s before the stock market went digital. Anyone who you see still using bars is either dumb or they're old. Federal Reserve Powell says banks are free to conduct crypto activities. Interesting. Why, Mitra? Why do you do that? Wow, what is going on with this market, bro? This is why, guys, you do not trade on Powell's testifying days, especially after major liquidity sweeps. Mitra, how old are you? You like the fair value gaps it shows? Bars show the real FEGs. 24 and you use bars. I mean, it's pretty much the same thing. You just use the wicks, so whichever one you use, fine. How old am I? How old do you think I am, Mitra, if you had to guess? Mitra says 16, MT says 28, Mitra says 28. Yeah, 28, exactly. I'm about to turn 29 in October. Oh, bro. So, another bullish fair value gap here that's potentially holding. We'll see. If we close below this, you can try a scalp back down into this area of price. 25 in September. Nice, bro. We're close. Close to the same month. This is so painful to watch, though. I'm not gonna lie. MT same? October or September? Oh, 25 soon? Nice. You guys got a lot of time on your hands. A lot of time left on your I don't even know what I'm saying. You got a lot of time left. Try and push as hard as you can before you're 30. It removes a lot of stress. Yeah, this price action is lowering my IQ. Yeah, happy early birthday, MT. Oh, Elon. Wait, isn't Elon turn... Yeah, the 28th, right? He turns, I don't even know how old he's gonna be. Something 50 something. Okay, nice push here. Is this a data candle? I don't know if we can consider this a data candle. It's really small, but Powell obviously did say something that caused this algorithmic spike. Maybe if we sweep the high of it, we can look for a short afterwards. Who knows? Powell looks expired. Oh my god. How old is Powell? I think Powell's like 70 something. Oh my god. So congratulations to everyone who's taken trades today. Maitra made 30 cents. MT, did you make more than 30 cents today? Yeah, bro, that's enough to retire you for half a second. Pretty good. Okay, so once we sweep this data high, quote unquote, maybe there'll be a nice inversion to target the low, which we actually already swept. On MNQ, we did not sweep it. On NQ, we did. Obviously, I would trust NQ more than MNQ. Dude, Amazon is going crazy. We are up. Let's see if I can book 50% on this. Let's see if I'm at 50% yet. 45.88% on these sold puts. What's 40? 345. Let me see here. 3.45 divided by 2. 1.72. If I can get $172 per contract, I will close this out for a 50% profit. So I'm actually going to set a limit order for it now. Close selected. Buy back at 1.71, let's just say. Limit. Oh my god. Okay, so if this pumps up to this high again, maybe we can look for a nice little 1 minute scalp short, but not loving it. So I'll mark the high here just so you see it. This should pump through. We'll see when. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to call it here. This is such bad price action. Maybe I'll come back for the afternoon session in this macro time at 13:10, but we'll see. Anyone have any questions before I go? Or anyone have any requests? Because this is really lame. All right, I'll do my best. I guess I'll stay on until the 11:50 macro. I don't have much to do until then, so never mind. I'll stay on until this macro time. We'll see what happens. Dude, ASML non-stop pushing today. 3% for ASML is huge. Oh, we almost hit 811. Wow, we came super close to 811, guys. 810.45. Crazy. Okay, so let's see what happens once this high gets hit. We might even come down again, retest this area before going up, but I think this high is the next draw on liquidity. One of my friends is talking about the level 373. Don't know what he sees there. Maybe the mean threshold of this London level. That's 371. Not sure. Okay, let's see if we get the high. Almost there. Not quite. And just by a tick we missed it. All right, there's the high. Who knows? This is probably just going to push higher. The mean threshold of that London candle is right here, so that could also be a draw. I don't know, maybe we just keep going higher here. Who knows? I went all in on SUI. What is that again? That's like that crypto thing that collapsed. Poor guy. Oh my god. You're gonna make it, Mitra. Don't worry, bro. You're gonna make it. Just keep percolating and buying Sui, and you'll be chilling. So I still expect this to go higher. We got oh my god. We got two bullish fair value gaps here. This could easily draw up. We have more Fibonacci levels at 22.37150 and 22.37275. So we just swept the internal high here and we're currently rejecting, but again, we still have these bullish fair value gaps. I want these to hold and go higher here. Pretty amazing how ASML rejected almost perfectly from that weekly imbalance. Don't be fooled. This is going back up here, but what was the move here? 0.5%? 1% down. These levels should come. If you want to try a little scalp here, This 371.50 and 372.75 should be next. 372.75. And there's 7150. 7275 missed by just a tick. Are you in US base? What do you mean, MT? Am I based in the US? Is that what you're asking? Yes, I am in Los Angeles, California. Los Angeles. Okay, there's 372.75. And yeah, from here, maybe we continue higher. I don't know. We'll probably consolidate in this area of price, then maybe get a move higher later. But yeah, this is obviously bullish. Not what I expected here, to be honest. I was not expecting us to continue higher. I thought we'd get some rejections today, but obviously we did not. Yeah, no worries, MT. No worries at all. So we got that daily high resting just right here. This could also be a draw on liquidity today. I would not be surprised if we get some moves lower for now. But we will see. MT, where are you based out of? Canada. Oh, is French your first language or something? Nice. Oui, oui. Omelette du fromage. Comment parlez-vous? Don't laugh at my French, y'all. If you guys ever watched the oh, croissant. If you guys ever watched Dexter's Laboratory when you were younger, there's an episode where he like forgets how to speak English, and all he knows how to say is omelette du fromage. So that's how I know that. We just formed a set of perfect equal lows here. I wouldn't be surprised if we can get a scalp down to it. Or did they miss by a tick? No, those are perfectly equal. I've never been to Canada, but I do want to go too. Loud explosions heard in Damascus. Interesting. So when you guys chat, like for example, when Maitra uses like emojis, it says person turquoise waving. What is that? Is it okay in LA now? Yeah, definitely okay. Um, oh, with the ice riots. Yeah, we didn't really even see any of that. I'm in Los Angeles, but I'm not in downtown Los Angeles. Like I'm not in the main city. So I don't know exactly what happened. Well, I saw videos, but I didn't like see it in person. But yeah, all the ICE protests are over now. Okay, so maybe we do end up getting up to this daily high today. It's definitely possible. But again, nothing in this price action is terrible. If you look on X, you'll see most traders did not take any trades today. Failed inversions to the upside, failed inversions to the downside, manipulation candle here that ended up driving us up, but not a good day to be trading for sure, in my opinion. MT, how do you feel about the new prime minister? I have like 1,000 elo in chess. I'm very average, but I like the game a lot. I feel like it kind of relates to trading too, because everything you do is your fault, and there's a lot of complexities, a lot of possibilities. So definitely say I'm better at trading than I am at chess. Okay, so nice push here up to the daily high. Let's see if it ends up continuing. Oh, you have a chess.com? Let me add you. What's your elo? What is it? Wait, hold on. Let me look again. M8RA. M8RA. Are you from Spain, Matra? I just added you. Checkmate Trader. Oh, your VPN? Where are you from again? Oh, you're also in Canada? Oh shit, you're all in Canada. Oh, damn, you're good. You're also like 1,000 elo. But my elo's gone, it has gone down. The record I had was like 1,100 or something. Alright guys, I'm putting me and Maitra's chess game on the live. Let's see how we do. Hold on 1 second. Alright, we're playing live here. Hold on, can I zoom this in a little bit? 1 second. Oh shit. What is this opening? I always use VPNs when I go to Asia. When I go to Thailand, I'm always using a VPN. I use Shark VPN. Guys, I need to focus here. Maitra's decent. Okay, so we're about to sweep this daily high. We'll see if that ends up happening, but Maitra's a 999. Hmm. Uh-oh, big dump. Fed speaker dump here. It's probably going to end up sweeping these equal lows, and then we get a long setup later. Wow, I'm getting cooked. Like straight cooked. Oh boy. This is not good, guys. Mitra, you're cooking me. Okay, so I'm guessing this is a fake down move and that we're going to use that to drive back up to this daily high. Again, not financial advice and not an A+ setup whatsoever. But it's still there, so um interesting. It looked like a trap, but then I realized that you really don't have much from that. Oh yeah, I just cooked you, bro. Yeah, this is GG's, Mitra. I'm really not good at checkmates most of the time, but I'm not terrible. We'll see. Now I'm just trying to pick off his pawns. Yeah, if you guys are looking for a one for one, I mean, you could try taking this to the daily high. It's definitely possible that that hits, but GG's, Mitra. All right, back to trading. Oh. Maybe I should just start. Maybe I should stop uh, live streaming day trading and just start doing chess as an average player. Would you guys support me in a business model change? Bro, every person that I play on chess, I chat with them about stocks. There's actually a couple people in the Discord that are there because we talked about stocks in we talked about stocks in during the game. Low. Okay, there's that daily high. We just hit another daily high on the day. Continual pushing. It's interesting that Tesla is not moving higher after when everything else is moving higher. Make a rap song called Live Up to My Name. Bro, Mitra, all I want to see is you do the percolation or whatever the hell you just said. The percolate. The percolator. Requires the camera crew. Okay, so no inversion play happening here after the daily got touched into. Could we get retracements here? Absolutely. My guess is that this is actually going to drive us down to the equal lows. But yeah, we'll see what happens. This could also just continue to just stair step up and then reject later. We're now in a macro time too, so we touched into this daily high right at the macro time. Let me look at the 4-hour chart and see if there's anything else here. Nothing on the 4-hour. On the hourly, we have nothing either. Maybe on the 15-minute, there's something here. That's as far back as I'm going to go. Oh, we don't even get the... It doesn't even let me go that far back, guys. Okay, so I would say that we could look for a setup to target these equal lows, but there's no inversions here, so there's not really anything you can even take. Like, if you try and take this as a 1-for-1 right now, you're basically gambling. Could it sweep? Absolutely. Is it going to? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Okay, there's a sweep of this low. Now, I'd love to see these equal lows now. But we'll see what happens. Okay, almost a touch into it. Let's see if we get them now. Again, no inversions here, so even if you want to take something, there's nothing you can take. It's just basically gambling, but it should hit. But again, there's no setup here to take this short, so I'm not going to be. You guys can obviously do whatever you want. Again, these are just kind of a magnet for price, and they're basically a level of liquidity that that the algorithms use before they can drive the market higher. So this could easily be a short here. Again, we swept the daily high. We have a liquidity draw below us, but I'm not going to be taking this setup again because there is no inversion play. If you guys want to try it, be my guest. It's just not optimal in my opinion. If you're looking for a short, if we tap into this 1 minute fair value gap and reject, this is a spot where you can try a short. So entry from here, keep your stop loss somewhere here and target the equal lows. It's a decent RR, 2.61. But again, something you should be scalping, not something you should be holding. So there's the tap into the 1 minute bearish fair value gap. In theory, this should be used to go lower. In theory. Okay, almost there. And almost. Oh my god. All right. So wait for the touch. On a day like today with Powell, sometimes what they'll do too is they'll bring it super close and then they don't hit it. So feel free to take profits here, honestly. And almost there. Boom. Okay, so there's the equal lows. Now, who knows where the market's going to go. Okay, guys, I think that's going to be it for me today. We've been on for almost 2 hours now. There's no way I'm going to be taking any trades here. This is nonsense PA, not my type of thing. We called this move again. Just because I think it's going to happen doesn't mean I'm executing on the screen, but you can see that we did tap the equal highs. Now we do have a set of, or we tapped the equal lows. Now we do have a set of perfect equal highs here. We could come back and rebalance this now. Who knows? But yeah, I wish you guys the best. I'll catch you tomorrow. And if I see anything A+, as always, I'll call it in the Discord. And if we do end up closing out those puts that we sold on Amazon, I'll let you know. And yeah. All right, guys. Peace.